Hello, and welcome to my bookshelves. My name is Grace. I am the host of the Hobby Haven podcast, and this is my selection of books. Let's do the up top. We're just going to do kind of a brief overview first, and then we'll go shelf by shelf, because I don't know about you, but I personally love watching those kind of movies. Movies, vlogs, goodness. My cat Beaver's lying right there. She doesn't usually lie there, but last couple days we've had a few thunderstorms and she's just a little nervous with the noises, so getting used to everything again, but that's okay. More snuggle time. And she sits right by where I sit. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I'm using my phone, so don't have a camera style just yet, but anywho, let's go shelf by shelf. So this bookcase, the one on the far left, is more my fantasy kind of ones. Yes. Just doing a quick pan down with my head, not the camera. I love putting little figures on each side. So the little blue dragon is like going down the ice. I got him when I was younger. Like, goodness, probably like 10 or 12. So they had a full set of them. I forget their names, but yes, so the City of Glass series, School for Good and Evil, Shadow and Bone. I got the Six of Crows, King of Scars, and I hope I'm saying that right. It's covered. And the second one there. I got those actually from a local book sale and only paid like $1.50 for them. You'll notice I have quite a few of those, which I will point out, that are kind of the kind of like really popular ones that I got on a really good price. So I really enjoyed the Land of Stories. Little figures there. Percy Jackson. I like the Red Pyramid probably the most out of the Rick Riordan ones. Hope I'm saying his name right. And then my Tolkien collection. Those are a few moleskins that I had written kind of like facts in and stuff that I received as gifts. I have multiple copies of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit because I took a class in university that required us to read them, but of course it had to be specific copies and that. So the Narnia one, I'm not a huge fan of that big one. I got it not as a gift. I bought it, I think, years ago, but I'm trying to find, as you can see, I got a couple of them, the couple copies there of the series. I'm trying to find them kind of piecemeal at book sales, so I'm not paying a lot. I do have my Harry Potter shelf, so I've got the books, of course, different copies of the books, but then I have, and some George Martin are thrown in on the side there, but I do have some like Harry Potter and philosophy, or Harry Potter bookshelves, like science of Harry Potter, like that kind of stuff more. Not more, but I have those. Multiple copies of the Harry Potter books. My personal favorite out of all the series is the 6th one, the Half-Blood Prince. I just love kind of the backflash and histories to it. You will see a lot of like Harry Potter figures around. For me, I love the books. I try to sometimes look away from what the authors say or the authors do in the real world. The stories are all that matter to me, as I know that there's some controversy with the author of Harry Potter at the time, or right now. And then George Martin, I got 2 copies of Fire and Blood because I tried to read the big copy, but it was so heavy and uncomfortable, so my mom actually found me the smaller one at a book sale, so it was 50 cents or something like that, so it was really good price. Even that Murtaugh one, I found that at HomeSense for, I think, $10 or might have been $15. Like, there's some that I'm finding at HomeSense that are normally like $25, so it's just crazy. And then down at the bottom, goodness, I got a mix of like, I was obsessed with the Hobbit movies. When I do tours of my craft room and stuff, you'll see other kind of custom stuff I have in there. I got my old style from years ago Pokemon handbook, the first 150. various magazines and lost books, Harry Potter again, and then some of my husband's studio ones, like the DPI studio that's in there. He collects some kind of fantasy art. And there's Beaver. Little baby. Alrighty, onto the middle shelf. Up at the top here, I have a clock that I actually gave my grandma years ago, but when she passed away, I took it and it still works. The middle never spun, which was kind of sad, but I love it. It's just a nice one. And then those bookends, we actually found it at a local sale, like a estate sale. And they're just like music themed. So it's like Mozart, looks like Mozart. I might be wrong. And just the little music notes. So we really liked those. They're really heavy. So it's like, and we want to see the design. So it's, I know they're bookends, but they're facing outwards. And then come down here, I have my whole shelf of Sarah J. Maas with a few Catherine Hales at the end. Or Karina Hales, I'm sorry, not Catherine Hales. I moved into my house a little while ago, but I just love the card that I received from my parents. And so I keep that there because it's just very fitting for the house with the cat and the books. The little fairy was from my grandma's, has a cute little dragon swirled at the bottom. Kind of hard to tell, but it's there. And then I got this this rose, paper book rose from an opening of a local romance bookstore. So I was there on their opening day, so I got that for free. This little dragon is actually made entirely of clay, and he's sculpted out and has a little amethyst stone on it. So yeah, got that. I did not make that, I got that. And then my little Harry Potter with the sorting hat. Yes, these are kind of it's why they're front, center, and top is my kind of pride and joys. I love my Sarah J. Maas books. My set of ACOTAR, my husband got me the whole set, so that was nice. I actually found, I'll just point here, I actually found the Throne of Glass series at a local store. It was actually at Toys R Us. I know Americans don't have it anymore. Maybe it's coming back, but in Canada, we still have it. So I actually found them at Toys R Us, and they were like $15 each. But if you bought them at like the new covers, they were like $25 to $28 each. So I was very lucky to have found them all at Toys R Us. So, and I have a few Karina Hales. I like the Hollow and Legends series. It's like a Sleepy Hollow spicy book. So this bookcase has more, just a mix. It's got some spicy, some like older style, there's a Bible on here. So this one's kind of just a mix of stuff. Then down to this shelf. So I have probably every book, I'm pretty sure I do, every book that James Rowlands has published, except his short stories. I'm not a huge fan of the short stories, just in general. So, so I've got all of his books. They're actually in order, in reading order, or I guess publication order. I think the start is, oh no, the start is there, I think. Maybe not. They may not be. They could have been, I think they have been moved around, yes. So, but anyways, yeah, I got cute little bird that my mom gave me, my daughter, my blessing, a little mushroom ornament. I have all these kind of like, these little mini guys. You've seen them a few times. I had a couple dragons on the other shelf, and I think a lion and that, and then little Mad Eye Moody there. And then I do collect a lot of these little bears. I have for years. I get them whenever we go on trips and things, so I like the little book one. Alrighty, I'm going down to the next shelf here. Yes, I have 2 copies of James Rowland's Amazonia. Whether I've discussed it or not in the podcast yet, that is one of my top favorite books. So is the Discovery of Witches, of course, but Amazonia is just amazing. I just love the Amazon setting, and James Rowland's really good in the sense of a thriller style writing, with a bit of like historical and a bit of mythological and kind of that kind of mixture. So he did write the Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I know not the favorite Indiana Jones, but I liked it. So, And then, yes, I got a little Molly Weasley. Got it in a little mystery pack. Yeah, so I got these guys. Babel, I haven't finished reading yet. There, point over there, yes. I don't know, it's kind of dry, I'll be honest, but I do love the setting of Oxford, so I'm gonna give it, keep trying. I'm gonna give it another go here. So, and then, yes, Discovery of Witches. Goodness, they look so worn, but I bought these brand new, so yeah, I just love that series. Such a great series. And then, yes, any of the ones you see that have this, like, pan upwards, Grace, that have new written on them, those were the library book sale ones. And I paid $1 for the hardcovers, and I believe 50 cents for the paperbacks. So, yeah, so the Book of Doors, I believe it came out last year or the year before. I got it for $1. So, and I love this little pop vinyl. I do collect pop vinyls. I have quite a collection of pop vinyls, and I do take them out of the box. I'm sorry. Some of them I've kept in the box, of course, but most of them come out. And then I just rotate. At my old place, I actually had them like, up on above my kitchen cabinets, but it became just stressful with too much stuff. So anyways, now to the next shelf. I got a Karina Hale down here. It's like Blood and Orange. Blood Orange, not Blood and Orange, I'm sorry. I will say that one was not my favorite. I found the contents very triggering. It was a vampire one, but more just like trigger warnings in it that I wasn't prepared for / wanted. Yes, so I still have it. I'll probably see if, say, a friend wants it or something, but yes. A lot of these ones I've just had for years. Goodness. That Forbidden Beasts one, Forbidden Beasts of Eld. My goodness, that is such a good book. Same with The Serpent Bride. It actually is a series. I just never continued on with the series, or I guess I should hunt for them again. Got a cute little teapot here that I put little chocolate coins in. They're probably bad now, but they're adorable. Yes, so I've got some older books. The 101 Dalmatian was my mom's copy. The Bible, of course, was my copy in school growing up. I can't pull it out because it has my full name on it. But a bunch of Beatrix Potter little ones. This one's just kind of a mixture. I do have the first book of the Patrick Rothfuss books, but my mom is currently borrowing that and reading it, so that's why it's not there. I do love that series too. That was a super cute series and really nice. I like that one. Anyways, and the cute little acorn there. Alrighty, and then moving down, the Shatter Me series, I could not get into it. I felt like it was almost like it felt like it was a like a show series. Like it felt like it was one episode of like a series. That's what the first book felt like, and I thought this was kind of a waste of time and money, if that's the right response. I'm just gonna sit, here we go. Yes, so I got Little Sorting Hat there. The Maze Runner series, I enjoyed that series. That was a fun one. Same with the Bone series. That one's so good. It's kind of hard to get into at first. Lots of storyline and things, but I thought they did very well. Or, yes, I thought Samantha did very well. The Anne Rice books, I haven't read them, but I got them as a whole bundle from my grandma one year, so slowly getting to that. Bride was a really good read. I tagged a lot of little pages that I enjoyed, and I was so excited. I heard that she'll be making a sequel, so I'm excited for that one. These are ones I got actually all this year, I believe, except for the, oh, not all of them, sorry. Up to the new ones there, The Sky on Fire. All of these ones I got for Christmas, so like leading upwards there. I haven't read them yet. One Dark Window I started. I wasn't in the reading mood to finish it at the time, but I do want to keep reading it. It is interesting. The Cult on Fog Island, that one is so good. It's hard to put down. Very intriguing. I thought it was amazing. C.J. Cook's work of the Ghost Woods and the Lighthouse Witches on the end. She also has A Haunting in the Arctic. I read The Haunting in the Arctic recently just from the library. That one was really good, creepy. A lot of her books are creepy, but in the end it all makes sense. But during the moment, it's like, don't read it at home alone. So I had to like read it for a bit and then put it down and all that stuff. So, and my little beast there from the live action Beauty and the Beast. Alrighty, and then heading downwards, I got kids books. These are just ones that I've literally held on to my entire life or I received as presents. And then I got the little golden books hidden behind here. This is actually my container of all my bookmarks are in there, so I like keeping them all together. I recently bought Lore, haven't read it or anything yet, from HomeSense. I think I got it for 10 bucks, so that's really cool. These are kind of my historical fiction. I'm sorry, goodness. These are my more historical fiction ones. Of course, The Historian is not a historical fiction, but I just kind of set it in there because I needed space. But the other ones are Sword and Stone. That's just a classic. Same with Lydia's Party is not a historical fiction, but yeah, like The Librarian of Auschwitz. That one was good. The Happiest Man on Earth. It was another Auschwitz story. That one was extremely realistic. Of course they all are, right? With that type of a history story. But lots of things that I hadn't heard before being done at the concentration camps. And this man, Eddie Jaku, they were his lived experiences. So that one was really hard to get through, but I felt like you have to. The man went through it, right? It's kind of have to honor the man by doing the book justice and reading it. So, and then some of my my husband's like video game books and other board game books and things. So yeah, and then Beaver again. Look at those feet. What the butt? And then finally, our last shelf. I'll just show you up top here. I got these 2 tins from HomeSense. They're actually tea tins, but they're Winnie the Pooh and Pride and Prejudice, and they look like books. So I thought they were so cute. And then the little, well, she's quite tall, the angel, and then my hanging plant, which you'll see as we go downwards. Alrighty, so here's more of our kind of, I guess, trendy books are on this one. My little figures and things, and my little fairy. These ones, these 2 I got at the book sale at the end there. Quicksilver and When the Moon Hatched I got at HomeSense for only 10 or 15 each. Oops, sorry. Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I'll be honest, not my favorite books. I grew up in the sense of dragon books with Aragon, so I found Fourth Wing was okay, but ACOTAR was better. So I don't know about getting the next book. I probably will, just in the sense of finishing off the series. I probably will when the more of the books come out, because I've just heard quite a few spoilers saying that, whatever, the way it ends, probably better to have the next book ready to line up kind of thing. So I don't want to spoil anything else for anybody. This series here, my husband recently got for me, The Rise of the Drakons. It's like 5 books in one. It's amazing. I'm not all done 5 books, but I thought it was pretty good so far. I've just kind of put it down. I'm in a mood of not reading right now, so slowly getting back to it. The from Blood and Ash series, I really enjoyed that one. Well, I say I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the first one. I haven't gotten to the other books yet, but I have them. Most of them I actually got from the book sale, so that was really nice. I think all of them I got from the book sale except for From Blood and Ash. And then for this one, I believe that's a different series, but I got it for a good price, so I bought it anyways. These ones, these guys, they're not my favorite, I'll be honest. I like vampires, but I'm kind of tired of the whole Hunger Games feeling. in books. Like, that's just my thought. I did appreciate the one character. Now I can't remember her name, but she's kind of goofy. I like her. The Queen of Myths and Monsters. The first book to that series was really good. I got it from the library, but I haven't been able to find it yet without paying too much. But it's another, I believe, vampire one. And then Between Life and Death, haven't read that yet. Praise is a good one. It's very spicy. And then the one behind here, sorry, is a local fantasy one that I actually got signed by the author when he came here quite a few years ago. But I haven't been able to pick it up just yet, so. Alrighty, and then the second shelf down, we have just a mix of them, different ones here. So then we have, the Edgar Allan Poe collection. That one's actually really interesting in the sense that I found it at a place that's like a free to grab place, like a reused kind of center, and they had some books there, and they had that book, so I got the whole thing for free, and it's in amazing condition, so that was really awesome. The Holly Black ones, I only have a couple of hers. I haven't really read her books yet, so the Book of Night is a book sale one, and the Stolen Heir, I got it as a gift, so I haven't gotten to those just yet. Midnight Sun, haven't gotten to it yet, sorry. I have read the other Twilights. I actually am surprised I don't have copies of them. I did have all the copies of them for a time, but, you know, life and not having space for things, I had to downsize, and I'll just have to gather them again at the next book sales. Serafina, I haven't read yet, I don't believe. This one, The Horn of Dawn, is actually written by someone that my husband either played games with. It was either Magic the Gathering, or I believe it was actually a video game. And yeah, he ordered it from that writer. So Good Omens, I've seen the show, I haven't read the book. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I read that one. I enjoyed that one. I tried reading the new one about Hamish, and I just couldn't get into it, just not in the right mood. A lot of these ones I've read, but I've just kind of, they're just sitting there now on the shelf, right? So Dawn of the Dragon, I enjoy this series. This one's very good. Apothecary, I was recommended it, but it wasn't that great, so there's that. Shiver, good series. I got this at a book sale, but I want to find the others. The Lost Ones is kind of creepy, so I may be putting that out in my local book box, library box, or little library. Goodness, I can't think of the word today. And then my little Bashful, and there's a tiny little beaver there, so teeny. Oh yes, and I have a little dragon up top too. So yeah. And then moving downwards, this is kind of more my biographies and kind of real life kind of stories. So like, not really stories, but like science books, and but then at the end I got Stephen King. So, but I really like Disneyland. I have a passionate kind of just passion towards Disneyland, the story. I really like Walt Disney, all of that stuff. So got a little Belle sitting there, a little reading her book. Yeah, I just got a few different science ones and things. And then, yeah, I got some, then not science ones. So I've got like the Asian ghost short stories. Word of advice, obviously, don't read those at home alone. My bad. I thought, well, it'll be okay. No, it wasn't. Stephen King, I'm like a love and hate relationship for the man. In the sense of a writer, obviously. Nothing wrong with him as a person. Goodness. I love Salem's Lot was my favorite, and The Shining. These two are definitely my favorite. The Stand, I started, as you can kind of tell, haven't gotten through it yet, but I enjoyed the show. Fairy Tale, I found was so disappointing. The way it was built up, I thought it was going to be like Narnia, but with a creepy, kind of weird spin to it, which it kind of was, but it was like a gross, like unappealing, made me nauseous kind of spin to it more. So anyways, yeah. And I got these little Vinylmations from Disney when they were selling them. I don't know if they still do. I haven't been to the parks in a while, but that's a Peter Pan one. Coming down here, I got a few more. These are more of the kind of real life, biography, Canada, that kind of stuff ones. So I got my Walt Disney ones, some Julie Andrews. I do have a J.K. Rowling, but I read that back years ago. The Lost City of the Monkey God, Lost City of Z, a few more Amazon. I just love the Amazon. There's a couple things for Canada, archaeology, Sylvia Browne's one, and just a few kind of different ones. This one here, I received The City of Dirty Water, received it, Life in the City of Dirty Water, received it actually as a gift. Thanks, Mr. Noisy Truck. Received it as a gift from, I won a little, like care package thing when I was at university. So I got that there. Yeah, I got some, and then Lost. I love all the Lost ones, Doctor Who, a couple Downton Abbey, things like that. And then the little Mrs. Potts from the live action. And over here was a little Lumiere from the live action. And then down here is more my classics. So I have this little, oh goodness, little Peter Pan like coin jar from like Big Ben, but it is Peter Pan. There's Peter. So yeah, I got that one. I'll just set it down here so I can get through these ones. So I got, yeah, Hunchback of Notre Dame. These ones were at, Home Sense for like 10 bucks each. So I got most of those as gifts. Most of them too are from the book sale as well. Holes was probably the first book I read and loved. Like, read a lot of and loved. More classic ones. And yeah, I still haven't read Wuthering Heights or Little Women. I find I have to be in the right mood for a classic book. And then this one here, this Tales of Shakespeare, I got it actually at Home Sense for like 10 bucks or something, but it's Shakespeare stories written in plain English. So it's a little easier to kind of understand. I know that's not the purpose of Shakespeare. Sorry, just put that guy back. But yes, to understand it. And same with this one by Margaret Atwood, Hagseed. It's a modern take on Shakespeare's The Tempest, and it's so good. We had to read it for a class in university, and we had to read The Tempest for a class, and then my teacher mentioned Hagseed, and I read it off to the side, and it actually helped me understand The Tempest more in an odd way. But then the following year, they brought in Hagseed for students to read as well as The Tempest, so I thought that was kind of cool. It was almost like I did it. The bottom shelf, I actually realized I can't show you because there's some like personal books and things. I could show you one side. So we'll do the one side over here. So, oh, there was a little bell there. So I really like the royal family, specifically Queen Elizabeth and people before her time. Like her dad or siblings, her sister, not her siblings, she only had one sister. Her sister, I do really like Prince William, so I do have kind of a random selection of some royal family things. I have a tea book, some tea leaf readings, backyard survival, and then just some university ones like the history of modern art, anthropology, yes, some grammar books. But past that, I can't show you because it's some personal ones, but yes, and go back to Beaver. But thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time on the Hobby Haven.